looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rainbow Warriors offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's plays like that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. To the air, it's Hurley. He caught it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And right down the middle.
Hawaii, 7. Boston College, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Boston College Eagles offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
After the misfire, now on second down. To the ground with the back. He's past the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He'll put the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This Boston College offense has it working. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get it down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The give to the tailback. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Boston College, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Second down after that incompletion. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect him to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on first.
First down for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Running with power. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Now on 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hurley. Feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So if the offense doesn't want to take a chance here, they'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Boston College! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 35 over Syracuse. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Hurley. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes his connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They're trying to get to him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on third down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Sweet feet on the move. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Warriors. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Scanning the field, it's Dalton. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Fast motion from the offense. The give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. He lets it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be
the quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Getting some heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking on them.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Boston College wants to play fast.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Got his man quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today.
And the returner will be brought down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Dalton. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boston College.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw. It's Dalton. This time he's got it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Boston College. And the comeback is on.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking for a productive play on first down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last.